Hey guys, Brittany Price here with Living Local. While many events and activities have been canceled this summer in the Quad Cities because of the coronavirus, our friends at Big Brothers Big Sisters want everyone to know that its biggest event of the year is still on. Over the Edge for Kids' Sake is an exciting urban adventure that raises support for one-to-one mentoring in our community. Kayla Kesey with Big Brothers Big Sisters explains the event details and how they're implementing new measures this year in light of COVID-19.
Can you give us a quick overview of the event?
Yeah, so Big Brothers Big Sisters is going to be hosting their third annual Over the Edge event, which is our largest fundraiser here in the Quad Cities. That happens in August, and our goal is to have 100 people rappel the Hotel Blackhawk. So it's a great event for people to show their courage and do something maybe out of the box. It could be something that they've just never thought of that really could take them to a different level.
Yeah, it's such a cool event. Not only did I see it happen last year, I was involved with it last year. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But I'm curious, Kayla, what measures is Big Brothers Big Sisters taking to prioritize safety and health and social distancing during the event this year?
Yeah, so Over the Edge is such a unique event that, where 12 people will go down in an hour. So it's a small group, which is nice considering the times that we're dealing with. So we have 2 ropes that will allow people to rappel. So 2 people will be able to rappel together during the hour. So people will be put into groups, which is nice because we'll be able to keep people in less than 10 at all times. When people check in, the edgers will be the only ones allowed to go into the building and through the process. Unfortunately, there's spectators, friends, or family that have joined them in hopes that we get to have a viewing area this year. They will have to stay outside and wait for the big moment that they're there to cheer and support their edger. So they'll be going through the process. The edgers will be put into small groups, sent through the process up the elevators. Volunteers will not go in the elevators with the edgers. They will not be allowed in the staging room, which is where people get their gear and get fitted and get prepared to go to the roof. So there will be times when volunteers aren't going to be allowed to go into the room, but there'll be volunteers in that room that's where they're completely stationed all day. So they're not going in and out of the spaces. There will be sanitizing stations all over. There will be markers, so you were maintaining that 6 feet distance. So really, this is a great event that maintains safety and keeping in mind everyone's health and comfort levels.
Kayla, I'm so happy that you guys were able to continue to host this event this year because, again, I know that it is your biggest fundraiser of the year. It's critical to what you do, and it's a ton of fun. It's a signature premier event in the Quad Cities. How can people get involved in Over the Edge for Kids' Sake?
So people can register on overtheedgeqc.org. They can go and they can learn more about all of our different participation levels, what's required, how do they raise funds, and learn more about the people that have already signed up. We still have plenty of spots available, so we do want to encourage people to take the time, give it some really serious thought. Everyone needs something to look forward to at this time. And this is such a unique event that a lot of people aren't going to ever have the opportunity to do. You can rappel off a mountain or a cliff, but to rappel off a building is quite unique. And it's 140 feet, 11 stories high. So it's at that level where it's high, but maybe not too high for some. And it definitely gives them the thrill. I think probably that stepping over the edge that maybe you experience is probably the biggest challenge for most people. But we are looking for 100 people to sign up. There is 2 different levels. There's an individual repeller, and then there's a Fearless Leader team opportunity for people this year. The difference would be if, myself, I just wanted to go rappel. I wanted to really show my courage and do something out of the box for myself. You would sign up as an individual edger. Your fundraising minimum, we're asking everyone to raise a certain amount of money for the organization. going towards youth mentoring. And that is $1,000 for an individual. When they sign up, there is a deposit so that we know you're serious and you want to secure that spot and start raising funds for the organization. The other level is the Fearless Leader Team opportunity. And that is where you might get together with friends, neighbors, co-workers. A lot of times we have businesses that will sponsor or support a group of co-workers to do this on their behalf. And they come together and they fundraise together. So for some, that might be a little easier if you have a support team. They're kind of, little competition maybe to see who can raise the most money. Also, hey, I've raised $500. How much have you raised? And they get to their minimum maybe quicker and maybe feel a little bit more at ease because they know they have somebody there doing it right with them. They come up with some really good ideas. You could have garage sales, you could have bake sales, you could have a trivia night. You could do all kinds of fun things. Babysit for, take somebody's dog, offer to babysit their dog or their children, or for a short, a small donation to your efforts. So there's so many things you could do to raise those dollars. A Fearless Leader team, their minimum is $2,000, and then each individual is less. So it's $2,000 to sign up for that first individual, and then it's $750 for each additional person. So the more people you have, the better it gets value-wise as far as how much you have to raise. And a lot of times that would be easier because you're fundraising as a group again.
Right. Those are a couple great options, Kayla. And for my personal experience doing it last year, I cannot encourage Quad citizens to sign up enough. It truly is such a one-of-a-kind experience. And as you were talking about kind of going over the edge, that experience, I started to feel that excitement and a little bit of that anxiety that I felt when I was going over the edge last year. It truly is an experience that I've continued to tell people about. I am so grateful that I got to experience it, and to know that that experience went towards helping one-to-one mentoring in our area it's just a win-win for everyone. And again, I just cannot encourage it enough. I was definitely excited, and there is that rush of adrenaline that courses through you as you are about to step over the edge. But the folks that you have up there that conduct this and host this event all around the country and the world, they are so amazing. The volunteers you had were so encouraging, and people come out to support the edgers, which is incredible to see. You really do just feel so supported by our community when you're getting involved in this event. So truly a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I can't encourage folks to sign up enough. Kayla, I know you guys are looking for 100 repellers for this year. So again, tell us the best way that people can get involved.
Yeah, so they can go to overtheedgeqc.org and register at any time. The sooner you register, the longer you have to raise your dollars. And we're going to be providing tips and tricks and testimonies and all kinds of things for the individuals and the teams to utilize as they go through. A lot of people found that it really doesn't take a lot of time. It may take a couple of texts, a couple of Facebook posts. You could even try snail mail. There's so many different ways that you can do to fundraise. And it's just a great opportunity to support an organization where the youth in our community just need courage. They need to know that we're there supporting them and giving them that confidence. And we're hoping that our courage shows them that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. There's so many of us that have a fear of maybe heights or doing something a little out of our norm. So we really like people to just come together. Let's join together. Let's show them that anything is possible if you just put your mind and some time to it and really concentrate on those efforts.
Over the Edge for Kids' Sake is happening Saturday, August 22nd at Hotel Blackhawk in downtown Davenport. Spots are still available with registration open at overtheedgeqc.org. Plus, anyone who signs up now through June 20th will receive $50 off registration. The promo code for that is OurQC20. Thanks for tuning in to Living Local. I'm Brittany Price.